Oftentimes, things go okay or even better than that. But on some days, they don't. You make a mistake, have a setback, or you simply fail. It's no fun, but you can't avoid it, either unless you avoid doing anything at all. So, what's needed is a smart and self kind way to handle such situation instead of letting them lead to vicious self beating and to them dragging you down into negativity for the day or a month. In this video, I'd like to share 9 habits that have helped me with that. I hope they will be useful for you too. So, the first one is just accept how you feel. When you are just failed, it will most likely hurt. Sometimes a bit, sometimes a lot. That's okay. Don't try to push it away by distracting yourself or by trying to push the responsibility onto the rest of the world. If you deep down know that this one is on you partly or fully, and don't try to paint it over with a smile. I have found that it works better to not let yourself be led away by those options or impulses, but to just be with what I am thinking and feeling, to try to accept it, to let it in and to hurt for a while instead of trying to reject it all and to keep it away. Because when you let it in and accept it, then it will go faster and in the long run be less painful to process what has happened. If you reject how you really feel, then those emotions will pop up at unexpected times later on and can make you moody, pessimistic, angry, or sad. Second thing is remember you are not a failure just because you had a setback. When you have a setback, it's a very easy to start thinking that you will always keep failing in this area of your life. It's easy to start thinking that you are indeed a failure. Don't fall for such a destructive and sometimes seductive, self fulfilling prophecy. Instead, remind yourself that just because you failed today or yesterday doesn't mean that you will fail the next time. The truth is that this won't last for the rest of your life if you keep moving forward. If you take action and you keep learning and it doesn't label you as some kind of failure, accept it. If you decide to create that label in your own head, seeing what's negative as a temporary thing instead of something permanent is an essential and key to it's an essential key to an optimistic attitude and to keep going forward in life. So here we go on third, be constructive and learn from the situation. See it more as valuable feedback and something you can use to improve rather than only a big blow and setback. I have found that the simplest and the most helpful way to do that is to ask myself better question instead of the common ones that send you off into a negative spiral. Questions like what's one thing I can learn from this? How can I adjust my course to avoid this trap or making the same mistake and likely to do better next time? What's one thing I can differently the next time? Take some time with this question and be honest with yourself as you answer them. There is no rush, and while some of the answers may be immediate, others might take an hour, day, or week to pop up. The important thing is to start thinking about the situation from this perspective and to be constructive about things instead of getting stuck in denial or negativity apathy. So here we are on fourth topic. So remind yourself anyone who wants to do things of value in life will fail. We often mostly just hear about people's success, but the path to those milestones tends to have many setbacks. The story of someone's success may seem only bright and fast moving in what's told in the media or we see in our minds. But the reality and the useful way to approach setbacks is most often more like this quotes by Michael Jordan. I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. 26 times I have been trusted to take the game winning shot and missed it. I have failed over and over and over again in my life. That is why I succeed. Fifth is let it out into the light. Another powerful way to handle the emotion fallout and the thought that come from a failure is to not keep it all bottled up inside, but to let it out into the light by talking it over with you, someone close to you, by venting about it while the other person just listen you can sort things out for yourself. Help yourself to accept what happened instead of pushing it away and release that inner pressure. By having a conversation about the situation, you can see it from other perspective and through someone else's eyes. This person can help you to ground yourself in reality again, to encourage and to perhaps even to find a way forward. Six is find inspiration and support from your world. So, a conversation with someone close to you can be very helpful. Another thing you can do is to learn from those who have gone wherever you want to go. Read about how they handled setbacks and low points before or during their success in books, on websites, or online forums. Or you can simply tap into the enthusiasm or motivation of someone else by listening to a podcast or audiobook for maybe 30 to 60 minutes. This may not be specifically about your current challenges but can help you to shift your mood and mindset back towards optimism again. Seventh is move forward again. Don't get stuck in mulling the situation over for too long. Processing this situation and accepting it is essential. But I know from experience that it's also easy to get stuck in the same thoughts going around and around for a week or a month. The habit that has helped me with this trap is to take what I learned from questions like the ones I shared this tip and to make a small rough plan for how I wanted to move forward from here. So I take some time to sit down and write that one out. The eight is take action on that plan right away after you have drawn it up. The plan you can come up with just be a start. You can course correct later on along the way so you don't have to make it perfect. Trying to do that can sometimes just be a way to procrastinate because you feel failing again or because it is hard to start moving after this rough and distorting things that happen to you. Split your start of a plan up into small steps and then take actions on just one of them. If you still have a hard time to get going, then go for a very small step. Just 1 to 5 minutes of action forward. The important thing is to get started and moving forward again. So make that easy on yourself. The ninth point is improve your self esteem. A last thing that helped me in general to handle setbacks is to improve my self esteem. By doing so, failures don't become something that so easily drag me down and I recover more quickly from them. It also makes it easier to see what happened with more clarity, to take responsibility when I am responsible, but also to see when someone else is partly responsible or when I just had a bad luck that I could honestly not have predicted. And that helps me to not think that everything that goes wrong in my life 100% my fault. But how do you improve your self-esteem? A good start would be to use much of what you find in this video, like remembering that you are not a failure, that everyone has setbacks, to be constructive in the face of adversity, and so on. By doing those things over and over and making them habits, your self esteem improves. And over time, a smaller setback may just bounce off you, and a larger one will not be the same blow as it used to. And the shock and the climb back up from what happened becomes easier and not something that is as paralyzing anymore. Thank you for watching my video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video and share with your friends, with your family, as much as you can. Thank you.